AJ fighting Jake Paul, if I'm honest. It's definitely a fight that we are talking about. It's definitely a fight that is...
AJ, Jake Paul in December. What's your reaction?
Delicious. Listen, good. AJ took a year out. Easy fight for him. And I think
that he is fighting Jake Paul in December. I'll be quite honest about this, and Spencer knows Anthony really well. I am very shocked because I don't think it does a great deal.
A major shakeup just hit the boxing world. Eddie Hearn has confirmed it. Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul will meet in the ring this December in Miami. This matchup isn't being sold as a gimmick. It's meant to send a message. According to Hearn, Joshua isn't showing up to collect a check. He's stepping in with knockout intentions. The thought of Jake Paul sharing a ring with a former two-time heavyweight champion sounds unreal to many fans. But that
Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous. And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do. But we all...
Derek Chisora didn't hold back at all. His message was blunt. He wants Anthony Joshua to finish Jake Paul fast and without hesitation. Chisora understands the danger of the heavyweight division better than most, and he openly mocks the idea of Jake lasting more than a few rounds. In his eyes,
I will say this to AJ. Don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But one or two, put it this way, AJ has to kill him.
Tyson Fury's recent comments shook the entire boxing community. Suggesting that Jake Paul has the power to knock out Anthony Joshua is easily one of the most shocking takes of the year. Many fans believe Fury is simply stirring controversy for entertainment. The Gypsy King knows how to grab attention.
I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Luke McKenzie didn't hold back. Speaking with the certainty of a veteran who has witnessed every level of the sport, he described this matchup as the simplest payday Anthony Joshua will ever see. And in his view, the real danger isn't for Joshua. It's for Jake Paul. McKenzie warned that a single clean shot from AJ could do more than end the
fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's #1 contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua seriously hurts this guy?
Tony Bellew has now entered the conversation, and his reaction has added even more intensity to the situation. Clearly fired up, Bellew called the matchup a complete mismatch and didn't hide his concern. He warned that Jake Paul is stepping into a level of danger he cannot fully understand. In Bellew's eyes, this fight has...
It's just a gross mismatch. Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So, I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. He's nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life.
Tommy Fury didn't hold back when talking about Jake Paul. After already defeating him, Tommy spoke with the confidence of someone who knows exactly what Jake is capable of, and what he isn't. He openly mocked Jake, saying that even a limited version of Anthony Joshua would finish the fight in seconds. Fury's tone was sharp and dismissive, carrying the...
If I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute.
Logan Paul was stunned by the entire situation. Even as Jake's own brother, he sounded more worried than encouraging. He pointed out how Anthony Joshua destroyed Francis Ngannou, a fighter who had never been knocked down in his career. Logan's reaction carried a mix of disbelief and concern. making it clear that if Jake actually goes through with a fight against...
Thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes, and this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
Johnny Nelson added a more measured perspective by acknowledging that Jake Paul is a smart marketer. From a business angle, he said the matchup with Joshua isn't completely surprising. But even as he praised Jake's promotional talent, Nelson's tone revealed clear skepticism about the fight itself. He ended by reminding everyone that...
I think it's real. I think it's bullshit. I think Jake Paul I think it's bullshit. I think it's Jake Paul has done an amazing...
Derek Chisora didn't hold back with his assessment, delivering his signature blunt honesty. He dismissed the idea that Jake Paul could land anything significant on Anthony Joshua, let alone score a knockout. In Chisora's view, there's only one likely outcome: Paul walking into a fight far beyond his experience. His words reflect what many boxing fans feel: a clear mismatch. Speaking from experience in facing heavyweights, Chisora emphasizes that sheer bravery won't be enough against a fighter of Joshua's caliber.
It's going to be exciting.
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
Nah, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going to an ambulance, bro.
What can we...
Jake Paul spoke with confidence, but his words did little to sway the boxing world. He framed the fight as a test of courage, suggesting critics just want to see him fail. The reality, however, is far more serious. This isn't about social media fame, it's about surviving in the ring. Anthony Joshua is a two-time world champion with experience against elite opponents. Motivation and hype won't protect Paul from Joshua's power. While his statements sounded bold, the reality of facing a fighter like Joshua could quickly turn ambition into a harsh lesson.
So I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all. And Anthony Joshua is an insane fight, but I want that challenge. We've been DMing back and forth. He wants to make it happen.
Mike Coer confirmed what the boxing world had been buzzing about. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua is set for December. Fans were left stunned. Going from a light exhibition against Gervonta Davis to a full heavyweight showdown feels like jumping from a kiddie pool straight into shark-infested waters. While some see it as a smart business move, in boxing, the stakes are far more than money. They can be brutal. For Joshua, it's a high-profile payday and global attention. For Paul, it could turn into the toughest lesson of his career.
I just broke the news here a couple of minutes ago that Jake Paul will be fighting Anthony Joshua next month in December in Miami. As we all know, Jake Paul was set to have an exhibition actually this Friday against Gervonta Davis in Miami on Netflix, and now he's gonna fight, instead of having a fake fight, basically, I don't want to say fake fight, but an exhibition against a 135 pounder. Now he's gonna fight a heavyweight in a real fight, and it's a bout that was in talks earlier this year. And look, I know that it's a major...
Spencer Oliver gave a clear take that reflects the public divide. He respects Anthony Joshua as a fighter, but questioned the reasoning behind this matchup. To Oliver, it's more about business than legacy, prize fighting first, image second. After Joshua's years of high-level battles, this could be seen as an easy payday rather than a defining moment. Oliver's tone wasn't critical, though. He understands fans' frustration at seeing a champion step into a crossover fight with a YouTuber. He noted what insiders are quietly saying: low risk, high reward, but with potential reputational damage if things go wrong. For Joshua, however, it could be a smart move, staying active, earning big, and reclaiming the headlines. Purists may dislike it, but from a business perspective, it makes sense.